Today we're going to take a look at the magnetic mount kit for Peterson Mini Strobe LED light bar. This is going to allow you to have a less permanent install for your light bar from Peterson. It's going to have these magnetic feet that are going to attach your light to whatever surface you want to have it mounted to, whether that's the top of your truck or maybe a toolbox or really wherever you want to have it, if it's on a tractor, combine, your fork truck, anything like that. We'll have two big magnets inside, or one big magnet inside each foot, so two total. And you can actually take these out if you ever need to replace the magnetic mount, but as you can see, it's just sitting in this little silicone foot, and it really is magnetic. I like to stick together. So that's what actually is going to be touching the surface of whatever you, again, choose to mount this to. And it's just a nice sort of silicone suction mounting cup. Helps to protect your vehicle's roof, and the light itself gives a little cushion, kind of spreads out that force. And then the magnet, as you can see, is going to be a nice big round magnet there to be our attachment point. One thing I could potentially see happening with this mount over time is that your silicone, or the sort of rubbery part here, might wear and it might rip over time. I think it probably would take a while, but it just feels kind of thin in the hand, especially as I'm moving this magnet around, so that's something to keep in mind. But overall, should be an easy to use system, and really there's not much reason why you need to take this in and out, take the magnet out of this system. I just wanted to show it to you so you can see how it works. There's a little flap here on the edge so that whenever this is stuck down on your roof, you can actually get a purchase on it and peel that off instead of having to claw at the edge to get it to come up. So I think that's a smart thing there. They've thought about, you know, if it's going to be a more temporary mount, you'll probably want to remove it, especially if you're going to wash your car or just in the off season when you don't need the light anymore. You want to be able to take it off. So put that little tab there on both feet, makes it easier to get that off. Now with the 2 feet, it comes with the hardware to attach that to the bottom of the light, and then we'll also get our wiring harness. Now this is nice because it allows you to operate the light from inside your cab and have easy access to it. We'll have our power there with that toggle. It has a little red light on there to indicate that it's powered on, and then the other rocker switch is going to allow you to go through all the functions. There's 23 functions in total on our Peterson light. Now that is available separately. The light itself, that part number is going to be 751A, and it is going to look like this. So your feet are going to mount to the bottom there. There's a little indentation on either side for the feet to fit into. And then again, using the hardware, it just screws up into the light. The light has a threaded hole on either side there to allow that hardware to hold it in place. And then we'll have a wiring connection to make with our harness. It's nice because it's just easy to hook up. No splicing or cutting that we have to do. Just plugs right into place. If I can get it lined up correctly. There we go. So there's going to be a little cutout there that this little tab fits into. Might be kind of hard to see on camera there. So you can hear it snap into place. So now we have all our connections made. The wiring harness is about 3 feet long, so it should give you a pretty good amount of space to get that run through your window or however you want to get the wiring into your vehicle. It does require a 12-volt outlet to get that installed, so your cigarette lighter, just pop that in there. That's going to plug the light itself and the switch. Again, the light is going to be sold separately, and you can find that right here at etrailer.com. Overall, this is going to be a very nice, easy way to mount up our light. We don't have to worry about any cutting, no drilling into the roof. With a more permanent mount, that's what you probably have to do, is drill the holes to allow the other functions to go in. So this is going to eliminate that. We can just have this nice magnetic mount, drops into place, no muss, no fuss. As far as the dimensions for our magnetic mounts themselves, from edge to edge, it's about 7¼ inches in diameter. And as far as thickness, At the widest point, it's about, it's kind of hard to say, but I'd say about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch thick. Most of this sort of rubbery material, that's probably about 1/2 inch to 1/4. At the very edge, it gets a lot thinner than that, but it's a pretty good thickness for most of that mount. That's going to do it for our look at the magnetic mount kit for Peterson Mini Strobe LED light bar.